Sorry about that. Do that one more time. Inhale, reaching up, interlocking, taking 2 breaths, filling up the chest. And then, once your 2 breaths are done, on an exhale, return and release. So let's begin. Today we will start with a simple isometric work. Very effective for the legs because this is the warrior series today. So I want you to sit back against the wall, trying to bring the quads parallel to the floor. That's not necessary. Maybe you'll be a little higher up and still feel that engagement in the quads. Go for that. Try not to let the knees go out. Knees stay directly above the ankles. And breathe there. Challenge yourself a little bit. Don't be in a position which is super comfortable. And equally don't be in a position that's too intense that you feel like coming out or your legs start trembling from the second breath onwards. Stay with me. Go back to the deep breath. Go back to that movement if you would like. Inhale, reach. And exhale down. Inhale, reach. And exhale down. One more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, return. Take support of the wall to get back up. Come back immediately to your mat for plank. And hold the plank with me now. Fingers nice and wide, core pulled in, and try to bring some of that intention where we try to bring the hands and the toes towards each other. So you're dragging it back. Do that for 5 seconds and release. Do that for 2 seconds and release. But try to create that contraction in your core. And go back to your breath. Very good. Stay. Nicely inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. And slowly push back and then walk forward to come back to that wall for your wall sit. Go for that. Breathe, stay. Again, if you would like now, you can lift one leg up and down, the other leg up and down, just marching in place. Optional, not necessary, needs a little bit more core control. So see if you can create that. Keep going. Navel pulled in. And do 2 more like this. After which, we will come out. And again, press your hands back. Rise up. Come back to the mat. This time for a side plank. Whichever side you would like to go for. You can do this with the knee down. In case of wrist issues, you can do this with elbow down like this. Right? To make it a little bit more challenging, we can, rather than just with the knee down, is this variation as well. So choose one and keep holding for 9. This one is optional if you get tired. 8. 7, keep lifting the hips up. If they're sagging, lift them up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to neutral plank, push back. And one last time, come to the wall for the wall sit. Just a little bit of warm up we need for the class. And let's get into it. This time, if you would like, you can straighten the leg and down, lift it up, straighten and down. Lift, straighten, back. Lift, straighten, back. Optional. Or just hold. Try to be balanced while you do this. Stay, stay. I get to come out, you don't. Stay. No kicking. You lifting with control. We'll be here for just 2-3 more, but this is what you're trying to do. Lift, straighten, back. Not kick, right? Not kick. Lift, straighten, back. One more. Both sides, and then you can push off, come back to your side plank on the other side this time. So right hand down or left one, whichever is your second side, lift. Choose any one of the variations at any point in time. Be mindful of the wrist. Try to create a clawing action with the wrist, which is like this. You're gripping the ground as if you want to claw back. Maintain that to support your wrist joint for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hand down. Go back to downward facing dog and stay there. 2 breaths here, whichever version. Knee bent, knee straight. Trying to point the tailbone up instead of rounding the spine. Therefore, bend the knees if needed and hold. One more breath. Continue. Let me take a look at you. Alright, nice. And then slowly walk your hands forward walk your feet forward between your hands. Coming to Uttanasana, hold that. Mentally preparing yourself for sun salutation B before we do our Vinyasa. We have only one Vinyasa today, but it's a long one, threading together many different postures. So prepare yourself to move through them. And then on an inhale, rise up, reach up, hold that there. And exhale, release. Alright. Are we ready for Surya B? So income, inhale and exhale here in Namaskara. Smita, just join. We are done with a little bit of warm up. We are moving to Surya Namaskari from Ashtanga style. Ekam, inhale and exhale. Dve, inhale, arch back. Trini, exhale, bend forward. Chatwari, inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, step back to plank. And then your choice to do either knee down chaturanga or straight chaturanga. Slide up, Urdhva Mukha, knees lifted off the floor, shoulders roll back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Turn the left heel in slightly to step your right foot forward to rise up in warrior one. Press the back heel down, trying to get the hips to face forward as much as they will go. And then working on bringing the quads parallel to the floor. Exhale to warrior two. Core pull in. And then cut feet down. Go back to plank. Do your chaturanga. Inhale. Urdhva Mukha. And exhale. Adho Mukha. Doing this on the other side. Turn the right heel in slightly. Step the left foot forward. Rise up. Warrior 1. Stay. Take your time to set the posture. Shrividya, unless there is a knee issue, heel is down. Heel is down on the ground. That's not crescent lunge. We are in Warrior 1 now. So this is how a heel would be. Foot is turned in. How do I show it to you? Alright, lots of Warrior 1, Warrior 2. Move into Warrior 2. And then cartwheel down. Go back to your plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. And Adho Mukha. And hold this here for 5 breaths. 1. Continue holding. 2. 3. And you try bending the knees a little bit and trying to do a cat-like position with the spine. 4. And 5. And then jump forward or step forward, your choice. Look ahead if you're jumping. Land between the hands. Come into your forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, half forward bend. Exhale here, and then on an inhale, take the hands up all the way. Look up where the thumbs meet. And exhale, release. Little faster this time. Ekam. Dve. Arch back. Trini. Exhale. Chatvari. Look up halfway. Pancha, step back. Plank. Shat. Chaturanga. Sapta. Urdhva Mukha. Ashta. Adho Mukha. And let's do the Warrior 1. Stepping forward, back heel down, rise up. On an inhale, on an exhale to Warrior 2. And inhale back down to plank. Exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale to Adho Mukha. And then inhale, step the left foot forward. Warrior 1 on this side. Exhale, Warrior 2. Look at the middle finger of the front hand. And cartwheel down. To your Vinyasa, Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. And Adho Mukha, and hold it here for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And look at the space between the hands and jump to land at that point. Inhale, look up. Exhale, deepen your forward bend. And then on an inhale, bring your hands up, look up. And exhale, release. Third round. Ekam, Namaskara. Dve, Urdhva Hasta. Trini, exhale, bend forward. Chatvari, step back to plank. Hips lower, Anu. Stay in your plank, show me your planks. Check in with your shoulder, Renu. Shoulders broad, push the ground away, protraction. And then come to Chaturanga. From Chaturanga, move to Urdhva Mukha. And from Urdhva Mukha, push back down facing dog. Step forward with the right foot for Warrior 1. Check it with the back leg, Shweta. The heel is on the floor. So your back heel is on the floor like this. It's not lifted. So you are here. Set like in triangle pose and try to straighten the back knee a bit. And move to warrior 2. Where you open out the hips. In warrior 1, your hips face forward. In warrior 2, they turn to the side. My hips in warrior 1 and my hips in warrior 2. Right? Open hips. Come back down to plank. Chaturanga. Chaturanga is chest off the floor, Anu, not on the floor. Inhale, lift up. I'll show you next time. Exhale. Push back, downward facing dog. And let's do the warrior 1 on the other side. Warrior 1. Hips are forward, which is like this. Warrior 2, hips open up and you come into this stance. Bhakti, we are finishing Surya Namaskar B on one side and then cartwheel down into plank. Now Chaturanga is this position. If you want to modify, bring the knee down, go down halfway as if in a push-up and then rise up. Urdhva Mukha. Exhale. Adho Mukha. And take your 5 breaths here. Bhakti, you can join in downward dog. That was a last Surya Namaskar. Or you can do a quick one, Hatha style if you would like, to just warm yourself up. For 3, 2, and 1. And then jump or step forward. If you're jumping, look between the hands. Jump forward into your forward bend. Deepen the forward bend. And inhale, rise up. Look up. Exhale, release. Starting with the first Vinyasa, we will be doing the Chaturanga version to move through a posture. So let's do something similar to what we just did to thread the postures together. Ekam. Inhale and exhale. Dve. Inhale, arch back. Trini, exhale, bend forward. Forward bend. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back. I don't really encourage jumping back unless it's a part of your practice. Too intense on the shoulders. And then come into Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. From there, take your right leg up into 3-legged dog. We are going to do it a bit slower for the first time. Hold your 3-legged dog, trying not to open the hips like this. Hips facing down. So you may not get as high a lift, but still point the toes. If there was a scale kept on the hips, it would be parallel to the floor. So with that intention, hold your 3-legged dog. One more breath. And then on an exhale, step forward. This time rise up in crescent lunge, which is right here. You can keep the back knee bent to prevent your lower back from feeling a lot of pressure. So keep the back knee bent and then set the posture, straightening it if it feels comfortable. We are going to just repeat this step 3 times. So go back down into 3-legged dog. Step forward into crescent lunge. 1, 2 more to go. Come back down. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Crescent lunge. Show that to me one more time. Go back. Go back to your 3-legged dog. Step forward. Crescent lunge. And very good. From here, lift yourself off to come into this warrior 3 variation. Hand can be on the waist or pointing back. Hold that. Can bend the front knee. Can bend the back knee as well. can keep the leg lower. Hold. For 3, 2, and 1, and land back in warrior 1. Not crescent lunge, warrior 1. Just for a moment, interlock the fingers behind you, roll your shoulders back, and then on an exhale, come into humble warrior. Trying to bring your head to the ground. This is what it looks like. Right here. Trying to bring the hips also down. From here, you are working the hips down while simultaneously trying to bring the forehead to the floor. Just for 3 more. 2 more. 1, and now, see, I'm going to shift. I'm going to do this humble warrior variation or a skandasana variation. I was here like this. I just move like this, changing sides. Hold that for 3, 2, 1, and then hands on the floor. See if you can sit in skandasana. You can even sit up on a block, or you can keep holding that previous position. Skandasana is just a transition. And sit back all the way. Point your foot forward. From here, as you are, shift forward, lie down. Take the right leg up. Left knee stays bent. From here, we do our single leg bridge. Don't get confused if you miss a step. Just join me in the posture. From here, lift and down for 9. Lift and back for 8. Lift for 7. Lift 6. Lift 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Lift up and release, bring the right leg down. Take the hands up on an exhale, rise up as you are. And then open the legs out to come into Janu Shirshasana here. So leg forward, exhale, keep the front knee bent to get that nice alignment in the spine. And hold it here. Now we are here for good 9 breaths. So take this posture to give yourself a little breather. And also to find a strong connection with the breath again. As you hold this posture, work on pulling the navel in. If the bent knee is lifted, work on consciously pressing it down. That will allow you to face forward, and with that intention, you can be here. How about 4 more breaths? Close your eyes, spend some time here. Last 1 breath, so make it nice and deep. Inhale and exhale. And slowly come back up. Lift this knee up towards the sky again. Take your right hand back behind you for a back bend, which is like wild thing. I'll give you options for this. So you lift up from where you are, coming into wild thing back bend, and then if this is difficult, you bend both the legs and then lift up into this bridge back bend and come back down. So let's do this 3 times. Show it to me, guys. Lift up and down. Check in with the wrist. Gripping action. Lift up for 2 and down. Last one. Lift up for 1 and stay lifted. From there, bring your hand down. Kick up, kick the leg from underneath you to come into fallen triangle. I'll show it to you one more time. Little bit challenging, don't worry about it. You were here. You lift, no, you were here. You lift up into wide-thing, bring your hand down, turn yourself completely to come into fallen triangle. And then bring the right hand down, lift the leg up, step forward to come into your low lunge or Anjaneyasana and hold that there for 2 to 3 breaths. If you miss this step, don't worry, we'll be coming back to it. Meet me in low lunge or Anjaneyasana. Little bit tricky, but it's not very difficult. I always add 1 or 2 confusing movements in my Vinyasa on purpose. If you've done those classes with me, you know. But don't worry about it, you will catch up really quickly in case you missed it. From here, step back into your half split. Now, a lot of these postures we are doing are warrior postures. Skandasana is also a warrior posture, which means you need a lot of flexibility as well as strength. Think a little bit like martial artists who have really good flexibility, so they can do a good split, but their split can also bruise you and give you a nice kick. So how does that happen? So if you have blocks at this point, you use them at a good height to work on lifting this leg up and down. We will do it 9 times. In case you don't have a block, you won't be able to do this. So don't worry about it. Just work, in that case, on dragging the heel down without actually moving it. So it will be isometric. And here, but I'm keeping a little micro bend in the knee and continuously pressing it down for 5 seconds, releasing for 5 seconds. To choose your variation. If you don't have blocks, 2 tables, 2 chairs can also help. And let's work. Lift for 9 or hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And from here, lean forward again, this time coming into lizard. Holding the lizard pose, elbow down is an option. You can always just be here with the elbow straight, and I'm going to join you here today. So in lizard, both your hands are on the inside of the left foot, like this. And instead of the heel falling or the knee falling off, you're working on keeping it close to you. And breathe. From there, tuck the toes in, take the leg back all the way into 3-legged dog again. Holding it there for a moment or 2. And then stepping forward, rising up in warrior 2. From there, reversing the warrior. You can take this hand back, grab hold of the thigh, and then reverse your warrior. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unwind. Turn back to the front of the mat for crescent lunge. Maybe you need to change directions, and then exhale, step forward in Tadasana. That was one side. Let's go for it again. Ekam, Dve, arch back, Trini. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale or simultaneously on that exhale into Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Then this time lift the left leg up. Hold your 3-legged dog here. Taking your time, making sure the shoulders don't bunch up. Create space between the shoulder blades, as if you're trying to grip something between the elbows. Then inhale, step forward into crescent lunge. And we do this 3 times. Remember, set your posture. And then exhale down. Take the leg back up for 3-legged dog. Inhale, step forward, crescent lunge, 1. Exhale down, take the leg back up. Inhale, step forward for 2. Show me one more time. Step forward and hold your crescent lunge. Hold it. From there, we open up into Warrior 1 just a little bit, just dropping the, sorry, not Warrior 1, we come into Warrior 3. We forgot about the balance. Hold it here for 5. From Crescent Lunge to Warrior 3, 4, 3, pull your navel in to find some stability. 2 and 1. Drop back to come into Warrior 1. So heel is on the floor, toes pointing forward. Warrior 1. And then take your hands behind, interlock, exhale into Humble Warrior. Stay here. Stay for 5 more, little longer here. 4, 3, keep hugging the left knee in towards the shoulders. 2, and be prepared to shift now. So on 1, I shift my legs, I shift my ankle. I come into this Skandasana variation here, which is also a warrior, humble warrior variation. All the toes pointing forward. Very difficult. Keep hand on the floor like this. Hold for 3 more. 2 more. And 1. And then take support of the hands to get the posture right. To come into Skandasana. Remember, you can sit on a block or you can go back to the previous variation. And we'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit back down. Step forward. Now step as in shift forward a little bit. So you're on the mat. Lie down. Take the left leg up. And prepare for single leg bridge here. Ekapada Setubandhasana. Lift for 9 and back down. Lift for 8 and down. Lift 7. Return. 6. Press the heel into the ground. Lift and down for 5. Lift. 4. I think I missed 1. So 3. We'll add that. 2. 1 more 2 to make up for what I missed. And last one. Lift up and return. Bring the leg back down. Take your hand up and then rise up. Coming into Janu Shirshasana on this side. This is where you get full 9 breaths to just hold your stretch. But remember, it's still a bit active. You're not fully just collapsing onto your leg. You're pressing the opposite knee down. You're pulling the core in. You're staying lifted. And with that intention, you hold your Janu Shirshasana. Even the left leg is active because you're keeping the ankle flexed and not straight. We are on Janu Shirshasana on the left leg. And breathe here. Forward bends are very relaxing in general. They're calming for your nervous system. That is why they are a very integral part of yoga and definitely very good to do before meditation or to relax yourself during a Vinyasa practice. So take this time, feel free to close your eyes. Just be mindful of your lower back because forward bends also flatten our lower back if we force ourselves too much and if the hamstrings are tight. So that is why you will find teachers saying bend the knee because you're doing it to protect your lower back. Alright, let's take one more deep breath here. Inhale and exhale completely. From there, lift the knee up towards the sky again. Right knee is up. A little bit tricky part. Left hand is back. Lift up into wild thing. We do this 3 times. Inhale back. Alternate option. Keep both the knees bent. Inhale up for 2 and return. Or do the other one. Now we will add the transition. Lift, hold for a bit. Bring both hands down. Turn yourself to slide the leg forward, coming into fallen triangle. I'll show it one more time. If you want to do it one more time with me, meet me again in your Janu Shirshasana position. Knee lifted. Coming up to wild thing, bringing the hand down, lifting the right foot up, turning, sliding, lifting. Hold for 5 or try again if you would like. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left hand down, bring the right knee to chest, step forward for low lunge. Or Anjaneyasana variation, or what you do in Surya Namaskar with Ashvasanchalan. Let's be here now. Going deep into the hip flexors. When you're doing warrior series, you are creating a lot of heat and strength and contraction in your quads and the hip flexors. So we are trying to counter that a little bit with this position. Alright, exhale back into your half split. Now if you have blocks, you can use them. But first we will just hold the half split for maybe 2 breaths before we add the leg lift for a count of 9. But keep your blocks handy if you would like. And let's add the legs. So 9. If it's difficult, elevate the height more. 8. And it gets easier. 7. You've done this with me in the previous class. 6. We did this against the wall. 5. Show me. 4. Good, nice try. 3. 2. And 1. And release. And shift forward to come into lizard now. Again, you can be on your elbows or you can be on your hands. You can even rest the elbows on blocks. It doesn't matter whichever variation. Just make sure you're feeling a nice stretch in the hip flexor of the left leg and in the inner thigh of the right leg. Take a breather here. And while you're here, instead of maybe we are somewhere here, you're consciously trying to bring the hips to the floor. To do that, you pull the navel in and a little bit press yourself down with your own musculature, no external pressure. Take one more breath here. And then take hands on either side of the right foot. Go back to 3-legged dog on this side, right leg up this time. And step it forward between the hands to rise up in warrior 2. Hold your warrior two. Toes pointing out. And the back foot toes slightly turned in. Core pulled in, so you're not like this. As you pull in the core, you minimize this leaning forward, increasing the angle at the front hip, and then you hold it. Pressing the pinky toe of the back foot down. Let's reverse the warrior. For 5. Should there be a little less distance between the feet? Bring the front foot a little closer to you. Here. 4. 3. 2. 1. Unravel yourself. Face the front of the mat in crescent lunge. And then on the exhale, step forward in Tadasana. So let's do this one more time, a bit faster now. We will move in a continuous flow. Ekam, Dve, Trini, exhale, Chatwari, inhale, look up. Exhale, step back to plank and simultaneously Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, drop the back heel down for warrior one. Inhale, interlock the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, unravel the hands, shift sides. Exhale, sit back in Skandasana, stay with previous position, and then sit back all the way. Lie down, shift forward, hold Ekapada Setubandhasana, pushing yourself up. Exhale, simultaneously rise up into Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, take the right hand back into wild thing. Exhale, turn switch into fallen triangle. Inhale, bring the hand down. Exhale, lift the left knee to chest and step it forward. As you drop the right knee down and hold Anjaneyasana, rise up. Inhale. From here, exhale down into half split. Inhale forward into your lizard. Rise up. Exhale back, left leg up, warrior. Sorry, not warrior. Downward facing dog, three-legged version. Step forward. Inhale. Rise up into warrior two. Take a deep breath in into reverse warrior. Exhale, release. Inhale, turn to the front of the mat, coming into your crescent lunge. And exhale, step forward. On the other side. Ekam, Dve, Trini, bend forward. Chatwari, lift up. Step back. Plank as on an exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, and inhale, take the left leg up this time. Three-legged dog. Step it forward. Rise up. Crescent lunge. I think we missed the warrior three on the other side, but let's add it here. Inhale up into warrior three and step down into warrior one. And then inhale, take the hands back, roll the shoulders back. On an exhale, humble warrior. And then shift as you unravel the hands to come to the right leg. On an inhale, sit back, Skandasana. Sit back all the way. Face forward, shift yourself, lie down to hold. Ekapata Setu Bandhasana this time. Left leg raised up, pushing yourself off the ground. Hold it there. Higher, little higher, a bit higher. And then release, rise up simultaneously to come into Janu Shirshasana on this side. On an inhale, rise up. Take the left hand back as you exhale. And then on an inhale into Wild Thing. Exhale. Bring the hand down. Turn yourself into Forward Triangle. Inhale here. And on an exhale, bring the right knee to chest. Step forward and rise up on an inhale in Anjaneyasana. Exhale down, straighten the front leg into your half split. Shift forward, come into lizard. From lizard, on an inhale, take your right leg back this time into three-legged dog. On an exhale, step the foot forward. On an inhale, rise up into Warrior Two. On an inhale, into Reverse Warrior. On an exhale, unravel yourself. Turn to face forward in Crescent Lunge. And exhale, release, step forward. Alright, widen the legs. Just come into a forward bend. Whichever level is comfortable, as wide as you would like to go. This is just to help you reset a bit. You can even use blocks under the elbows. Then come into Prasarita Padottanasana. We are here for 9 breaths. So choose a level that you can maintain for those 9 breaths. Don't rush it. Don't push it. Find your level and hold. Very good. In silence for the next 7 breaths. Internalizing whatever you have practiced and taking this time to focus on how you're feeling. No more instructions from me till I tell you to come out from now on. Alright, from here, pigeon toe your heels together to move into Malasana to get a nice stretch in the hips. So if you need to modify Malasana, we will do that. Those who can find Malasana, please come into the position. Those who want a variation, if you have a pillow, then you can use that pillow under the heels to lift the heels off. You can even be here. You can even use 2 blocks to be here. Or you can place these blocks or a pillow or a rolled up mat behind the heels to find this position here. So I put a little bit more, 2 more blocks, or use that stool to try this. So you actually start finding that strength to maintain this position. Those who are holding the posture, see if you can widen it a little bit. Use your elbow to push the knees away. So you see I'm here, I'm doing this to find that extra stretch in the inner thighs. Just check in with the lower back. Yeah, much better, Shita. Nice, guys. Let's be here. And slowly release, sit back. Coming into Shishupalasana or the cradle the baby posture, which we will do like this. Traditional posture, you can even keep the bottom leg straight to make it more accessible and just cradle the leg side to side. If difficult to get the leg in the crook of the elbow, then do this. As you do this, make sure your knee is fine. You're getting the movement entirely from the hip. We'll be here for a bit. Just loosen it out. Hugging. So this is like your pigeon pose, but you're doing it in a different way. Instead of being on the floor or threading the needle with the supine pigeon, you're doing it in a seated. Let's do a few more. And then slowly, gently release. To do it on the other side, bring the other foot in the crook of the elbow if comfortable, making sure the spine doesn't round like this, right? I'm trying to keep my spine straight and then do this. So to avoid excessive rounding of the spine, do this and you can find that posture. Let's be here for a bit. Little bit extra just to find that lubrication in the hip joint. And from here, come back to butterfly this time, widening the hips a bit more. And then use your elbows. So some of us will have a lot more external rotation than the others. Remember, it's got a lot to do with our anatomy, so don't force it. But using the elbows to press the shins down, press the knees down, and simultaneously trying to open the feet out as if you're opening the feet like a book. With that intention, go deep into your Baddha Konasana variation or your bound angle pose variation. Again, trying to keep the spine lengthened. I can do this all the way, but I'm trying to avoid that and find length in the spine as to hold it. And again, if you can go into a deeper stretch than me, please do that. I have only limited external rotation. So this is what I'm trying to maintain instead of getting my head down like this. Okay, so that is the intention. And hold. We'll be here for again 9 breaths. A deep intense stretch in the inner hips. Inner thighs, sorry. So maintain that. Very good. And breathe. You take your time to process, to breathe. Nivedita the neck, avoid the neck hanging. Neck is also going in the same direction as the spine. Very good, Sonal. I like how you're doing that. Good, Bhakti. Continue. Take 3 more breaths here. And then slowly release, rise up, bring the knees together for a bit, just hug them in, lift the heels off the floor. And from here, bring the left knee down, keep this leg, or actually straighten the left leg. So we'll try to do a Dhanurasana variation. See if you can take the knee behind the shoulder. We will just do this today, we won't do much. Check in with the shoulder. So when we do these postures, right, the shoulder tends to get pulled in forward. You want to avoid that, maintaining the shoulder as it is, using that and maybe even working on strengthening or straightening the leg. So this is one variation. Otherwise, you keep the knee bent and come into your sundial pose variation. So first, just work on finding this. I'm giving you options, using your own strength to keep the leg straight from bent to straight without shifting the shoulder forward. A bit tricky, but just try it. That's also interesting, Divya. Let's see if we can be here. If you feel comfortable here, then take the leg back. We've done Janushirshas, a little bit of that work should help here. Otherwise, just work on this. Working on this, which looks like this. So instead of the leg pushing me forward, I'm working on pushing the leg back with my shoulder. So that's a little bit of difference. From here, see if you can lift the hips up as much as comfortable and straightening the leg. So we are here. Little bit try. We've done enough work to get this through. So lifting up, maybe walking the heels forward, lift up, straighten and hold and back. Don't look at me with googly eyes. You guys can do this. I just want you to try. This doesn't happen. Just hold this position. You are here, lift up a little bit and down. Remember, we did a lot of this lifting in the previous class. To lift ourselves off the floor, just work on this. Let's see what you guys are doing. Fine. Alright. If none of these are feeling good to you today, then I want you to go back to that L sit. Use blocks or whatever you have. Lift yourself off. Lift one leg off. Lift the other leg off. Or try that Shiva pose, which is a conclusion of the warrior stuff that we have been doing. A lot of hip work, a lot of shoulder work, leg work. So that if you are trying this, if you did this on the other side, then do it on this side as well. Otherwise, go back to the leg lift. So what did we do? We tried to get the leg behind the shoulder, hands on the floor, and stay here, or lift and straighten the leg up. Wherever it's accessible today, you can use blocks as well to help you stay elevated. So you have blocks under the hands, easier to lift and straighten and hold. Or other variations, which is your sundial pose, knee up, then come back to your wall sit. Your L sit. We are here. 1 and 2. Let me see those two guys are trying. Nice, Divya. Let's have a good attempt. Anu, shift your hips back. Your hips should be exactly between the wrists, not ahead. If you're doing the L sit. Yeah, there. Yes. So I think you did a nice sundial pose. Good, Arpita. Nice, Nivedita. That's a good year. You can hold that. What else have we got? Good, Renu. Nice. If you want to use a belt, you can do that too. Bhakti, that's good stuff. The lifting is very good. Just make sure your hips too are between the wrists and not ahead. So you don't want to do it from here. You want to do it even from here. Behind is fine, or at least here, not here. Your hips should be there to lift, to find that core. Okay, we can rest. Release. And from here, we will first lie down to just reset the spine a bit before we move to our pranayama practice. So then again, lying down on the floor, lifting the knees off so they are parallel, and just holding this position for some time, flattening your lower back. I often say flattening the lower back. What that means is, when you lie down, I don't know if you can see there is space between the floor and my back. But as I exhale, see I'm pushing that space down. So my lower back is flat against the floor and not lifted like this. So that is the intention you are creating. Remember that, otherwise this posture will not create the effect of the spine that we want. So actually, why don't we do this for some time? On an inhale, lift the back off the floor. On an exhale, press it down like you're doing cat-cow. So you kind of build that intention. Inhale and exhale, flatten. Very good. Let's do this 3 more times. Inhale, lower back lifted. Exhale, press it down. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale, press it down, hold. See if you can straighten the legs now into Viparit Karni variation. Hold that here. Trying to bring the legs towards you, which will help lift the tailbone off the floor and then back. Little bit pulses like it. Lift and back. Lift, very minimum lift and back. Just as much as for the tailbone to lift off and back. Continue. Even if you are down, you can do this, as in even if you are with your knees bent, you can still do it like this. One more. And then return, hug the knees in. Widen the feet to come into happy baby. Again, posture that will help you in postures like Mahalasana, which will help you in the posture we were trying to do, which is the Shiva pose. And hold it here. Remember, when we do happy baby, it's easy to fully round yourself up. But again, that's not really the best for the spine. So keep pressing the tailbone down and work on bringing the knees to the floor while maintaining the lower body fixed, like it's glued to the mat. And then you bring the knees down. For those who have that flexibility, I think 2-3 of you had a lot of good external rotation happening in the hip. Or maybe you can try again that taking the knees. Now let the lower back lift up for a bit. See if you can try taking one knee behind the shoulder while you're lying down. Just experiment with it, because I know some of us weren't able to do it while we were in the other position. So you can try that now. Taking the other knee behind and seeing how that feels. And then maybe you can even try both knees behind and see how that feels. Experiment. Sometimes we just need to try new things multiple times. So this might be the first time, so it's okay if you don't get there, but I just want you to kind of try to visualize or see how that feels, because that is also how your body can start moving into positions. If you can think and visualize yourself with them, obviously it will take time, and that's fine. And then release. Take a moment here. Reset the spine. Again, that little pelvic tilt. And we will do bridge to do the final closure. Lift yourself up in bridge. And hold that there, keeping the glutes squeezed. Now, the interesting thing is when you're trying to do back bends, and this is a back bend, or when you're trying to engage the glutes while also trying to create some extension in the spine, the part of the glutes that you want to tighten is the one that's lower, which is attaching to your hamstrings here, and not the one that is up, which is closer to your spine or your lower back. So see if you can find that when you tell you to engage the glutes, you don't squeeze more near the lower back, but you squeeze more near the hamstring attachment. So it's a little tricky, but it comes through. And when you can find that lower engagement, the part which is here, you will find a greater opening in the hip flexor and lesser stress in your lower back. So let's be here for 3 more. 2 more. And 1, and slowly release. If you would like, you can do a little bit of twisting. And from here, we will continue lying down for a pranayama practice. I'm going to rise up, but you please stay lying down. If you would like, you can straighten the legs or keep the knees bent, whatever is comfortable. With knees bent, you might find greater expansion in the belly. So try that. We will actually begin our pranayama with 3 rounds of Om chanting. And it will be good if I could have you guys chant together, but then there's a lot of disturbance that would come through and you would have to unmute and mute. But maybe we'll try that today one time. We'll do a chant together, all of us. But for now, in your own space, take a deep breath in. Take your attention and your awareness to the navel area. Observing the rise and fall of the belly with every inhalation and exhalation. And now the navel is the center of Manipura Chakra. Try to tune into that energy center, which creates heat in our body, which gives us the energy to move, to think. It gives us willpower and determination. More importantly, in that area, around that area, is a powerful pranic energy center called Kandasthan, where all the major pranic nadis integrate. So I want you to consciously, with awareness, as if you're doing Kapalbhati in slow motion, exhale, pulling the navel all the way in, sort of like Vinyasa. With Kapalbhati in slow motion, pull it in as much as you can till you feel that core engaged, and then inhale, release. Uddiyana Bandha, if you've seen in yoga, is that practice where you create a hollow space by pulling the belly all the way in. So keep doing that slowly. Inhale and exhale, pull the navel in all the way, and now hold. Create that hollow, hold for a few counts, and to release. Let's continue this. Exhale, pull the navel in. When you've finished your exhalation, create the vacuum to suck the belly in even more. And then hold it as long as possible without breathing, and then release. Doesn't matter what's happening or what's not happening. We'll come to these bandhas at some point in our practice. Right now, I just want you to take this practice with the spirit of exploring something new, unless it's already a part of your practice. So inhale normally, exhale, contracting the navel all the way in. Once you finish exhalation, create that extra vacuum. And then release. Do that 2 more times. And once you're done, relax. We'll do 5 rounds of equal breathing. We did 8, 8. We will continue that in today's practice. So take a normal breath in now. And exhale completely. At my count, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue on your own. And then relax your breath to move into Shavasana. And as you move into Shavasana, set one intention for yourself. Remember, Manipura, for willpower, we're working on that energy. So set one intention for yourself for today that you would like to achieve. Verbalize it to yourself 3 times. And then move into your complete Shavasana.